your fist in the air.
Okay.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
All right.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
Okay.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. It's forever, my friend.
someone to save you. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall.
Oh damn, she teleports, look. That's amazing. She's got special powers. ladies and gentlemen. If you're having troubles in life, there's two solutions. There's Jesus and there's cowbell. Recommend Jesus first, and cowbell makes a nice little booster rocket. And get some cowbell in your life. Find Jesus first. Sean, can you take me to the chart room? Sean.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you, dog.
Well, you get what you pay for, and since I'm not paying them anything, I guess I can't complain too much, but yet I find myself complaining all the time.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like I'm super thank you very much.
It's 3:32, it ain't 4:20. Why is it so smoky in here, Sean? That's why you're not hitting up. Welcome, everyone, to the surprise stream, daytime stream. I like to do this every once in a while when I get time, and especially when market looks kind of interesting right now. January 6, 2025. It is 3:32 p.m. on the east coast of the USA. January 6th, confirmation day for President Trump. Confirmation day. Inauguration will be on the 20th. It is a Monday. We're kind of curious how the markets would react to things going on today, and I gotta say, it looks pretty good. Price. We're checking. This is still in the small time frame. This is a 6-minute time frame, just tracking it, but we're making higher highs, higher lows. Had this opening broadening pattern here, this bearish megaphone that we broke to the upside. Always good when they see that. That's a setup. When we do this is a setup for a parabolic move, a strong move to the upside. When this happens, this is a key way to figure this out. When you're breaking bullish out of a bearish pattern, you can often get a big strong move up. What you want to look out for is when it comes back to retest, and it should come back to retest. We like them when they come back to retest and it bounces. Instead of falling back into the pattern, which would lead it back to these targets that we got identified here, we can take these off the table for right now because it looks like we got a bounce from here on the smaller time frame, and that we should start coming back to retest our last high here, 102,500. Retest that and hopefully go above. This is one of the times when you could look at this and you would have Root Dog approval for a flag idea. You pull your 382, or you pull your Fibonacci and swing low to swing high. If you are making a possible flag shape, I recommend that it not go below that 382. If you get bounces off of that before you break out, it's probably going to work out as a flag. That's my tips they give you, besides just chasing willy-nilly. You know, you could have looked at a flag up here. Some people did on this 1 minute time frame, flagging it up here, not taking into account some of the things that I just showed you, calling for 104 to the upside. It's just a little preemptive, a little early to make that call, but hey, you're living to learn. But if you hang out with me, I'll show you the signs to help you avoid those things and help you find the real move. Now, we can play this as a flag. Take the measure move from the flagpole there. And I am going to put it ready. I'm going to do it different. I'm putting it right here at that 382 Fibonacci. It is taking us up here to 104,900. That is equivalent of a 618 Fibonacci move here. It squares up. That's what we need to make sure that we got a good chance to call this and be accurate on it, instead of just willy-nilly flag to the upside. Woo-hoo! We're going to 106 today. We might. I don't know, but let's be a little bit more picky and try to figure it out so we can make some money on it, shall we? It's been good. We've been liking it. Hey, over in our trading community, it's a how do we say this? Non-monetized trading community is what I have. I did post this up as some great alpha from Layer GG. Every month he posts a calendar. It goes by 2 weeks usually. I think he's got the whole month on this one. But of all the information, all the news, launches, launch pads, main nets, all that information that you need over here, just to give you a little idea what might be coming, so you can buy the rumor, trade the news, and use this information to help you make some more money, or to play the market. There's a Jupiter airdrop coming on the 24th. Solana Grayscale Solana ETF approval deadline is on the 23rd. These are things that could influence the prices on some of these things. We see the Zero Base beta launch event deadline is on the 13th, whatever. Just some ideas to track there. Zeus starting Epoch 2 on the 9th. If we go over to our chart room, I have not been posting any trades. I've had this trade open for a while, but you know, I've noticed some people set up a trade setup and everything, some other people on YouTube, and they just don't follow through with it. But when you follow through with a trade setup idea, you let it run. Like this is my entry. I actually got in early, but I added my position and raised it. But now my average entry on this one is, this trade is still open, by the way, 95,700. Where are we at now? We're at 10. Are we at 102 yet? This was at 101, right at 102, 138%. I like take a little bit of profits, and I like to let my winners run there. And this is actually a sizable trade. It's one of my bigger trades I've got going on right there. And another one right here. This one I held for a while, but she's finally in some good profit. This one tested me right here. She went into some drawdown, but she's back up now. Just had to play her. That's the right one, right? Ladies and gentlemen, glad to have you here. Let me say hello to everybody. I'm going to start getting into some charts. I'm looking for some hot setups because, hey, it's that time. Maybe some good take profit targets here. If we look over on indices, we got some interesting situations here. Now, legacy market over here, SPX, they're having a good day today. They're finding a bounce here off of this line of support. So, you know, all the bears thinking, we're going down, it's going down, head and shoulders to the downside. It could be easily, if it breaks out of this trend line, man, it's going to negate any head and shoulder toppy ideas, and it's going to keep running. This could turn very bullish if it reclaims this trend line here and bumps up above it. We could see a big move out of Standard & Poor, meaning the legacy market means that they will get good too. Trump coming in office, I could see that as being a catalyst for that to happen. Behind my head here is Bitcoin dominance, tether dominance, which is starting to fall, and that's good. People are coming out of tether, but Bitcoin dominance is right over here. If you can see, I've got a trend line, but it's not the greatest trend line. We might be finding support down here at this area. Actually, that's exactly how I'm going to have to read that. Bitcoin dominance may over the next few days start raising up, and that will affect your altcoins. So you're still at a good time to take some profit on some altcoins. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea to see if it fits in your strategy to kind of take a little profits as they kind of inch up. But if Bitcoin dominance is starting to reclaim some ground, that means that Bitcoin is the real winner here. And it's going to be the one that really outperforms altcoins. Although you'll see your altcoins do good. They got to break out, and they're slowly coming back up to test this $114 trillion area. We got about another $9 or $10 trillion to pump our bags over the next week. Hopefully, if that continues up, pretty good. Let me say hello to everybody here in the chat. Glad to have you here. Who all is hanging out with me today? We got Chris Klein. How's it going, Chris? Duality Crypto. Party on. Floki's Angels. There's that road dog dude shilling that Tangem wallet again. Can't believe you do that here on YouTube. Well, right now I've got a code you can save you 10%, but just to be honest with you, man, as long as I got this 15% off Black Friday deal, I got no affiliation with it. But hey, man, if you need 15% off of Tangem wallet, it's a good wallet. Go do it. My grifting ain't making me very much money this time, but it ain't about that. It's about getting some good information out here and getting a good community, and let's watching this community make some life-changing wealth that can put you in a better situation, because we need it. The world's crazy. It's going to keep going crazy. We got aliens now is what they're saying. I don't know. The world's getting wild. VC, let's get it. What's up, my man? Booyah! Chris Klein says Caspa and XRP trades doing good. Caspa's looking a little bit better, man, but golly, she's been a rough one. She did really good, but then she leveled out, man. I blame that on a huge circulation supplies. Huge coin supplies. I think we're, if I'm not mistaken, I think we're at 40 billion for that. That's going to slow like molasses. XRP did it. ADA Those are big number coins like that, big token size coins. Don't forget Floki. I need to check Floki. Let me come down here. We'll make a little list of things to check over. Most things are pumping. Let me do that while we're over here. We can see what's pumping. That might give us some ideas. AI16Z doing really good. 228. My goodness. Look at you. It was down. It was 43 cents, people. I bought some, held it. I've taken little profits, but I'm letting it. Might as well let that little sucker ride for a bit, right? Let your winners ride. Uh-oh. Trying to get back to my chat here. Butthole says, coin please. All right, let's see. Let me go up here and make sure I have it. What I'll do is what I'll do on my night streams, and I'll put up my little my request thing. And then when I come back to the stream, I make sure, I may miss the ones above it, but if they're listed below it. So if you see this now, if you want to put some requests in, you can do that. So I've got Caspa, we got XRP, we got Floki, Butthole. I have no butthole. Well then, how do you defecate? Thank you, Sean. Welcome to the bull run. Amen. Hey, that's Celinda. How's it going? Take a look at Near. Near is one of my dark horses there. It's when I got a bigger position in. Glitter Marshmallow 1981. I'm printing that calendar now. That calendar is pretty cool. He does that every month. I think he tries to keep it updated like every 2 weeks. Slayer on base. Slayer. They got their own coin now. Sub says, early dog, love it. I would love to do this more easily, but the world does not cooperate with the daily routines of life do not cooperate with my lifestyle for some reason. Chris Klein said, who is the artist of this song? Fasting for asking that all the time. I did some new music, especially for this stream. And it's all the same artist. It's over on Epidemic Sound, and it's Def Lev. DEFLEV. Actually, I think I got it pulled up. I just pulled this earlier. Def Lev, right here. And you know they got a song called Rock Dog, DAWG. They got several songs. You Dirty Dog, Blues Rock Dog. We're going to hear all that. Electric Rock Dog, they coming on the playlist. It won over my heart, so we're listening to dog songs here. Dog Rock by Def Lev, courtesy of Epidemic Sounds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me start getting into the charts, start looking at some of these little guys, and I'll come back and pay more attention to what's been listed below that. We'll just spend some time having a little Degen request stream. Take a look at Caspa. Doing this is a good way to get an idea of coins that you may not have heard of when we all pool together and do this. I mean, it's a great way to get some new alpha. It really is. The community is the best source of information. I learned that a long time ago watching Dub Digital. I was like, damn, I got turned on to so many projects. I would have missed out on Osmosis and the airdrop and all that if I had not been tuning into a community that just had people that shared information, just throwing ideas out there, just like you guys do. I think the bigger streams kind of miss that, and they get on their own agenda, and it's easy to do. And sometimes you need to do that, but getting in with all the ideas that are, it's a think tank. This is the true success of any trading community or trading group, is the members. Some people found a way to monetize that for their own benefit. I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about that. So I'm on a small time frame, drawing trend lines like an idiot here. We got to zoom out. Always got to zoom out, right? The best results come from zooming out first. All right, Caspa, you seem to be respecting our trend line here. Thank gosh, about time. We got to break out from a falling wedge or falling channel pattern. Bullish. We didn't quite make it up to this area at 13 cents. Let me see what's going on. We had a trade set up. Still valid, still good. Giving a 38% gain up to this target, just right shy of 16 cents. Also have another target, and I'm waiting for it, 17.2 cents. Let me just do a recap here. Not much need to go to smaller time frames, really not. That 618 is our main target there. There are several. There's several in between that you can go with. Why do I have 13? I may have to revamp that. That's it was probably a very. I'm not sure. We can get better targets now. We can. I'm going to move that one up. I'm moving the target up. We're moving it up to 1408. Oh yeah, 1408. We'll color you green so I remember what you are on my fib strategy. And 15 cents, basically you can take it up every penny. 14, 15, 16, 17, to have your limit orders set and make a little profit. It's hard to make a lot of profit when you're just moving up a few pennies at a time, if that. More of the time, a lot of times with Caspa, it's just a fraction of a penny at a time. That's why it seems like it's pulling teeth to deal with this one when she goes sideways. It's horrible when these big ass coins go sideways. But I still believe in this one. I think it's got possibilities. It's just been off everybody's radar because everybody got tired of being. It's fun when numbers go up and working their way up, but when they stall out, man, it's not fun anymore. And people start turning into other things. The Caspa memes, I think, really did a disservice to Caspa. That turned it up, in my opinion, to be more of a money grab opportunity, just to, you know, hey, let's see if we can turn Caspa into a scammy system. They need the stable coin, go that direction, more building, Dexes, see it, build out the ecosystem for Caspa and use cases for Caspa. Let's get this sucker going. It's got the speed, right? Proof of work. It's got the technology. Let's start building on it. Caspa 9, moving average is what we're retesting it, the 21. We got two choices here, man. Either price just comes back down to retesting area, where the breakout area, about just right at the 12-cent area again. We're at 12.6. It's a half a penny difference. Not that bad. Does indicate it's thinking seriously about doing that. Looks like the 9's wanting to roll over here. It could do that. We want it to cross, flip-flop, and just bounce off of here and go higher. But the daily is hinting that, can that happen? Indicators here on the daily, if I can pull them up, or like the Mo MACD. How you looking? Oh, you look okay. You look like you might be able to recover. She's leveling out. She's not okay. I changed my mind. She might be able to hold it here. She might be able to hold it here. Smaller time frames, 4 hour. Let's see what it says. Let's get some noise in the mix and see what it's doing. And zooming in on the 4 hour, we see we're finding support on the 50. Okay. So we saw the hint of this idea, and you had to look close to see. But the daily tells you if the 9 crosses the 21, boom, we're good. If price loses the 9 and 21, then it's giving up the ghost and it's coming down. And we can kind of see it play out better on the smaller time frames. We zoom into the smaller time frames. It's been the most effective way I found to use this multi-time frame method. Looking for an idea of a channel. Yeah, whatever. I think we got room to grow here. Alrighty, so if we play this, we may not come back to this area. We could, though. I'm going to label it. We could retest that area. That's just always a given. But this trend line that we're starting to develop here looks good. It looks hopeful. Just drawing a few top trend lines here. It does suggest that 14? That we could hit up there, moving averages on the 4 hour up there that can give us a headache. They are bearish. I'm just saying, they've crossed bearish, so a retest up there. I don't think Caspa is going to just recover and break up to 16 cents just now. It looks like we're going to come up here. If I had to predict what Caspa is going to do over the next week or so, I'd say we'd come up here to this area, probably get rejected, and kind of range somewhere between this area. So I don't see us getting much above 14 cents quite yet. Got to take patience with Caspa. Look at XRP. XRP, it looked like she's trying to flirt with a breakout idea. Are you doing it? Did you do it? She's looking, nah. She's above the 4 hour 200 moving average. If we go to the extremes, and I think this is a good technique just to help you test your breakout, make sure you actually got a real breakout. You can draw it to the trend line, draw it to the candle bodies and everything, and maybe come up with an idea. Oh, look, we got a breakout. But when you take it to the extent of the trend lines, you say, oh, we still got some work that we can do, right? So I like to do that. So we're not really confirming the edge of a true breakout until we get above 251. But it looks like it's coming above the 200 moving average. 50 is about to cross it. That'll be your official buy signal here. Looking good on the 4 hour. I'm liking it. So what I do is, now that we've got a maturing trend line here, follow this guy. If that breaks, that's your sell signal or take profit signal or save your ass signal to save you from catching the downside, because usually it's downside when we break the main trend line. Looks like a good breakout was the target taking us. We're looking at 356. If you want the fancy, we're on the 4 hour. Could it be a flag? Yes, it could. We got a 382 retracement. That's one of the identifiers that I use to help me get a successful flag pattern. And it takes us up to our main target here. We got it 438. Well, that's where I got my arrow, and that's where I'm expecting to see hit. We're squaring the fib and the measure move. Better results that way, I find. 355, 438. Booyah! Can't believe I'm saying this out of XRP. It was 18 cents forever, 27 cents forever, 32 cents forever, 48 cents forever, 50 cents forever, 78 cents forever. Now it's not. Welcome to crypto. The money will surprise you when you give up. Floki on the 4 hour also finding support here on the solid trend line. She's ready to go up and start making these higher highs. That's how you got to say it. What else can she do? She made a higher low. Well, that's the next go. That's the next finish line, is to get above 0.00028. I got targets in between 0.0002325. Probably a 253. Oh, that's I double dipped. 2.3 and 2.5 and 2, basically right at 2.9, just under it. We're working our way up here to these bigger targets at 0.0004178. Well, that's the sweet spot, and she could go higher. Can you take me higher, Floki? What kind of gains would that be? Boom, 105% up to target. You know, I'm gonna put some of these over that we go over into the trade setup. It's not really a setup, but more of an update. I think we can keep it an update. Our targets. I think I should do that a little bit more often. All right, so let's take a look at Butthole. So Floki, is there a good place to get in this one? If you get cheaper, can you get it cheaper? Maybe. I mean, she's not quite. Okay, we got 800, 600, 300 moving average. All these others recently crossed bearish over some of these, right? They got to make that up. So she'll be struggling to get up here for a little bit, or she'll struggle with this area up here for a little bit. Help her. You probably have to have to consolidate a little bit in these areas before getting up higher. So just note this area at 23 will probably be a fussy area, just like it was over here. All right, let's take a look at Floki. I guess, I like MXC. All right, we did Floki. Take a look at Butthole. Butthole, MXC has got Butthole. You heard it here first. MXC does have Butthole. Lots of butthole going on over there at MXC. There's a lot of butthole kissing. They've been just sucking up that butthole over on MXC at 12.4 cents. Clearly way too high to get in now, but definitely a good area to think about taking profits as you come up for a possible double top scenario. It could be. Maybe she blasts through it, but still great place to get paid. Just saying. Let's pull a Fibby. Fibby, what do you say? Oh, hell yes. Listen, man, a 3618. Oh, if that ain't a top signal, if that ain't up, man, you need to get paid. If you're not getting paid here, man, you're going to be sad. If we get up there, it needs to. It's time. Is there some kind of chance that maybe she might keep on going? Maybe. We don't have very much information here, but from what we got here, that 3618, things like to come in threes, waves of threes, units of threes. We got a 1618, a 2618, a 3618. That is the extension I got here, although sometimes I put a 5618, but it's not to use it for this purpose. this is a good shot saying, man, this run, you need to be getting paid if you bet whole coin, because she got a lot. She can fall down a lot. Let's take that situation into account. Let's say that if this is the top, we have not got up there yet. Where could she come down to? Most likely down here to at least 0.09, maybe as far as 0.06. From where we are, or where we're going, pulling down, you know, that could be giving up 35% gains. From where we are now, so we don't make it up here, say we did triple top up here, we got 3 wicks up here in this area. Not saying it's happening, but it could. We'll look at smaller time frame. But that'd be losing 28% of your profits. That would suck. You could lock some in. I see the idea here of buy high and sell higher, and we got it on the candle, but we still got a wick up here and we've not got past. So it's all about getting the candle past these wicky areas over here. If you see that happen, if it gets past that little dotted line area, then okay, maybe we're flirting with getting up to 22 cents or something, maybe. But I would not consider this necessarily a flag to the upside. I consider it a possible double top. Let's see how that works. Do you have any bearish divergence? Yes, you do. It's not huge though, but we're on a 15-minute time frame. But there is some forming. Will it play out? Will it make us drop? Well, we got to see. Again, if she's going to find some support, if she breaks out above here, test it, we're going higher. But most likely, this could be this makings of a top, and then we lose it and come down to these lower areas. So, good idea to pay yourself. I'll give you a little trick. You can draw a trend line from here to here. If we break that trend line here at 10 cents, pay yourself. This trend line's already, well, no, this one's still open. Break this trend line here, pay yourself. This trend line already told you to pay yourself right where we are right now. So you can still get in. You can still take profits right at the breakout. That's gorgeous. However, if it goes up, you'll say, oh man, why did I take profits? And I'm saying that's because that's how you play the game. All right. I'm just talking. I don't know. I wish I had somebody to kind of talk. When I was first getting into this, when I first got into the trading thing, and I'm trying to go with the trading group and what they're saying, learn to trade. It was like, okay, we go all in here, and then take profit. We come out, sell it. Okay, now what? Well, now it's over. We got to find something new. I don't know. But you don't have to go all in, all out. You can let these positions ride, you know. Take a little bit of profit. You milk this little sucker, because we're in the section of the market where you can milk these suckers. Get paid, baby. Make that money work for you. I'm not one to jump in and jump out when I make 3%. That's not how I got to where I am. I got in for holding these suckers for a while. Swing trading, position trading, longer term trading, especially if you got a job, if you got a life outside of crypto, if you're not in it 24/7, like some of us have the ability to be. I'm fortunate in that way. Everybody's not like that. Swing trading, 4-hour time frame, daily time frames, make more money that way. This 1 minute day trading stuff for people trying to live a life does not work, man. Does not work. So a newbie does not qualify, in my personal opinion, for 1 minute day trading strategies. This is just that's not what's going to make you the life-changing money this time. If you look at the trading accounts of those people trying to tell you that, you see that account just doesn't grow. It just doesn't. But the ones that do grow are the ones where you get in at juicy bottom areas, know what to look for, and you can hold them for a while. That's the ones that make you the money. People that saw butthole down here at what was this, 2 cents, were like, I'm going to take a chance on it. I'm going to hold this for a while. How are they doing? Butthole? Yeah, $100 down there is worth like 14. Is that right? It's worth about $800 now. So, well, it didn't get out at 3%. I'm just saying. I just like to mention these things. These are some things that tripped me up when I was earlier, when I was new to all of this, and you hear people that you think, oh, they know what they're talking about, and sometimes they do, sometimes they just say whatever is popular. If it gets the clicks and get the subscriptions and get the paid memberships up, yeah, 675 out of nears for it. If she can get, she's got some work to do, man. Here on 1 hour, 806, our moving averages are saying the bigger moving averages and why I use them. Why I use them is for this reason, to tell me resistance areas, trouble areas that you would not see otherwise if I did not have them on there. If I did not, oh, that's the wrong ones. I turned the wrong ones off. If I did not have them on there, I would be saying, she looks bullish as all get out, above the 200, above the 100, above the 1, we're ready to rock and roll. And maybe we are, but the bigger ones tell me where I can expect some resistance. They just, Lucy nails it, this one nails it. We got to fight through here. We got to see these moving averages start overcoming them. It started here with the 200 getting over that 360. This is just on a 1 hour time frame. What I see down here is a nice little bottom accumulations zone with some nice bottom patterns, making a nice little rectangle, or as I like to affectionately refer to them as channels. And then we break out from that area, retest it. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good. So 675, even up here at 775, that area. On the way for near, man, I'm glad too, because that was a pretty coming from there all the way down here. That man, I say I'm playing a lot of these things on spot margin, and it's a longer term play. And if I don't take profit as we go up, if I don't take enough as we go up, then I get to ride the roller coaster down a little bit more than what I like on some of these positions. It gives me a chance to add to my bags. And I got to play it just right so I can add enough to my bags down here to make it worth my while. I mean, that's the whole game. But the more profit I take up here, the more I can buy down here. And the less profit I take up here, well, the less I can build my bags down here when we come down. So it's a little finesse with here. But that's what I've been doing, concentrating on building bags on these drawdowns, especially after we're starting to confirm bottom patterns, making that looks like a good. When you get a bottom pattern like this and it doesn't break out, it's not totally a bad thing. If the price is not making lower lows, or a lot of times it is a good accumulation zone. Sometimes they accumulate and then drop and reaccumulate. You see that in a bear market. We're not in a bear market right now. You'd probably see it over here. Here's a good example. You could have made a bottom pattern right here on support, and it did break out, but went sideways and then finally dropped. That sucked. Another bottom pattern went sideways, but this time we're getting above that zone. So at this nice Fibonacci area down here, 786 retracement is a good one to look for. I likes it, and you're looking good. Let's check out Slayer. I don't know what Slayer is, other than an ancient heavy metal, death metal, satanic rock group from back in the day. Well, let's see. Let's go to deck screen. Slayer. I wonder if they got the same logo. Slayer by Virtual. Nope, not the same logo. Not yet by all. Threat Slayer by Virtual. Oh, I'm guessing, is this on base? Probably on base. Base on base. All right, this one's got a deck score of 83. Let's see what we got going on here. Disclaimer: this aggregator too is just as yeah, okay, whatever. $220 million market cap. Well, there could be lots of growth or lots of death. Either way, circulating supply is 1 billion. That's not bad. By Virtual, so it might be worth looking at. AI agents are hot. Now, I don't think that they will, keep being the hottest hot thing, the hottest narrative, because AI will keep changing. There will be new things added along the way, and these things will start looking dull and not as shiny. And just like the old AI coins, which are just kind of in limbo right now, well, what are they going to do? Are the new AI agents better than all that? I mean, a lot of this stuff does not need a crypto token to operate, okay? The crypto token is just a way to get more valuation. I mean, you do need to think about this. Just in a rational mind, keep it in the back of your mind. If this was an actual software company, brick and mortar software company out here, doing something, it would take them a lot more time to earn that valuation than what you can do in crypto and just have a project, hype it up, and you got, boom, lots of money all there. Just, let's say a basic chat bot. In a brick and mortar situation, what would that be valued as a business? probably not into the hundreds of millions or billions of dollar valuation. They're probably struggling to even get into the millions, maybe, you know. But it's a different world in crypto. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of vaporware over here. You just got to just realize that. That's why you got to get out when you're hot on a lot of these altcoins. If you can keep that in mind, you won't get burned as bad, because you get married to these projects and think, oh, it's going to change the world. But the world keeps changing, and so do these projects. And sometimes they don't even end up on the same roadmap that they started out with. They switch it up. They switch it now. We were a privacy coin. Now we're an AI coin. Now we're a GPU coin. You know, it's like wherever they can reel in money is where some of them go. Developers, there's people behind there, developers saying, we can write some code and make lots of money. I mean, a lot of what crypto is that. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real. There are very few of these coins that are actually going to impact the world the way that Bitcoin has, okay? Keep it real. But that doesn't mean that you can't exploit that for gain in this market, because that's what all the people that have made it in this market have done. You have to sell. You have to take profit. And that's probably one of the hardest things to do, to take profits at a good time, at the right time. Not to take them too early, and not to wait too late and watch all of them dwindle down. I did this backwards because I need to figure out what bottom we are. I can guesstimate, but I don't want to guess. I want to know. We are at a 786. That's well done, to know. Thank you very much. That's a steeper retracement, meaning that we probably won't make our higher high just yet on our first run, and we would probably have a few little stumbling places to get around. And there are. This is my favorite fib pool, from low to high, because it just spells out where the good buys are after you found your bottom. Well, this is the juiciest place you're going to have this for a while. And then it also tells me the good sweet spots to take some profits, which will be here and here. This is the area of anywhere under here will be considered the sweet spot buy. So if you're buying this under 0.003 cents, it's at 0.0024 right now, right? 22. Is that right? You're at 0.0022 right now. This is the juicy sweet spot to buy this. If you want, you wait for confirmation. One such confirmation would be to break out of this 236 here at 0.003 and hold it, and then you're more than likely to recover and start getting these other areas. Let's see, where are my take profit areas? I need to label them. Label. I saw you on TV. I called a 1-800 number. They hung up on me. Where are you at? I don't see you. Damn it, Sean. Damn it, Bobby. We're out of price labels. Right, here it is. I'm just a boomer. So that area, get past that, which should be good. A nice place to get paid, to wait to get paid, is at 4.7. A little patience. That one usually gets hit at some point. So 0.04 and 0.0047 and 0.0054 for Slayer. What is Slayer? What do you do, Slayer? $2 million market cap. Are you something I want to get into on a juicy bottom? It's looking enticing to me. My Degen has just got his spidey senses. Oh, Spidey! Spidey! Oh! We got our spidey senses. Woo! On today. So, who's got this? Is what this? Oh, this is on base. Man, that looks. What do you do, Slayer? AI agent. I like the chart. Where's the web? Why can I find the website link? Hello? Cause you're a boomer, road dog. You don't know how to navigate this. You suck. Shh. How much is one Slayer? Where can I buy Slayer coins? Which is Slayer's distribution? Where is Slayer's website? Do they have a website? Do we have anything like that? Do we have anything? Any information on? Do I have to Google this? Oh my God. I'm going to go over to never Google. Google is the last resort because you can get scam links. You go to some place like CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap and we type in Slayer and see if we get a result. Threat Slayer Virtual is right here. Select it. All right. Then we go to website is Interlock Network. Interlock. Revolutionizing security with Web3. Secure your browser and earn iLock reward. This is not Slayer, is it? Download Threat Slayer. Maybe. What the hell? I don't understand. Why do we have a different coin? Well, this one's also a Mexi. The iLock token. We're not looking at iLock. Dang it, Slayer. You took me on a rabbit hole. No rabbit hole, Slayer. Slayer? Threat Slayer AI by Virtual. Do I not have the right thing? Okay. According to Go Plus, the content creator can make changes to the token contract, such as disabling sales, changing fees, minting transfer tokens, etc. Ooh. Well, you just might stay a $2 million market cap for longer as long as that's going on, mister. I'm not crazy about that. Ooh, there's a source code. Welcome to Interlock. Okay, so I don't have enough information on this to make a good fundamental decision, but be careful. It could turn into something good. I'm just saying. I'm not dissing it at all. Let's go back to the chat, see what you guys are talking about. What's up, people? Ooh, this hat's getting hot. Rock and roll. Ah. Power. Try it again. Wah! We're like the whole band. Let's book it. All right, let me come back to where I was, to the chat here. Where's my little thing? Here's my thing. Submit your coin request for live analysis. Okay, let me go in under here. Hey, Raw Dog, thank you for the update. Hey, thank you for being here, Random Trader. Chris Klein, my man. Chris Klein says XLM. Bonk. Popcat. ETHFI. And 1 inch. Now, I may disperse these amongst the other, kind of weave them in. We're going to weave. We're going to do the Donald Trump weave on this. We'll weave it back. Dude, I don't think I could ever do the weave. I kind of get lost. Bugpick says, how is Say looking? Last I saw, it was pretty good. We'll take a look at it. Okay, so we did Floki. Floki looked interesting. Looked good. Dave, forget. Where do you see BGB stop? BGB, I can't remember what that one is. Okay. Tommy 2 Liters, how's it going, my man? Glad to have you here. We got 14 people hanging out. Awesome. The day streams are starting to pick up a little bit. Chris Klein says Jupiter. Sushi. Background music is perfect today. I like to mix it up every once in a while. And I like feedback on the music. I do. It kind of helps me because so if I get feedback on this, then, you know, I'll probably use the soundtrack more. I normally go deep house in that, but I like to mix it up. I like different stuff. We did jazz one night. Sushi. I got sushi. What do you think about Happy Chart? It's called Happy Cat. Take a look at that. SBL says Litecoin. That one should be doing pretty good. The boomer coins will... I've got an argument, and I've been saying this for a long time. I've never deviated from it. That as the legacy, the money... Okay, so my theory, and I've had this for a while, and I'll stick with it. We've had Bitcoin and then these other altcoins for a long time. Some of them made a name for themselves. They've stuck around. Litecoin, Ethereum, Darkcoin. I don't know what it is even called. Some of the old school ones are not Darkcoin. And then a lot of the ones that Grayscale targeted out for their ETFs early on. Horizon, there's one. A little bit of a boomer coin. Not as much as some of the other ones. But anyway, the money that's been waiting to get in here and making all their plans on how they're going to get their fingers into Ethereum, DeFi, and this and that, they got some plans. And even Bitcoin Cash I'm serious, Bitcoin Cash may be a thing. The ones that they put on Coinbase, the 4 that they put on Coinbase especially, the 4 that they put on PayPal, there's a reason for that. And there's a reason behind that. They wouldn't do it willy-nilly. There's big money behind those big picks that they picked out earlier in the day. Those are ones to look at in this market, but they may find some weird way to bring it over in the legacy system and pump them up. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but they've been looking at it and they're still up. So Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, those are the four horsemen. Okay, the early four movers on Coinbase, the early four movers on PayPal, and probably going to be some good movers here in this particular cycle. That's just my theory. So the old coin, the XLMs, the Stellar Lumens, the XRPs, the Litecoins, all these old coins that we saw from 2-3 cycles ago. Yeah, they're moving before some of the other ones. That means some old money, big money, still likes them and looks at them. That's my theory. I'm a long-term contrarian investor. I watch your show because it's amazingly entertaining. Hey, thank you. Swarms. That one's been picking up steam. I'm not familiar with, I've seen it. I don't know anything about it, but I saw it listed. I saw that it was hot today on, I think on Tokenmetrics, right? Didn't I see it over there? Was it here? Okay, this should be, I want to point this out since we're over here. This is Tokenmetrics, so you guys, I don't know, it's just kind of cool to look at. I could bring it up every night if I was asked to. I just forget about it. Best daily performers, NextG, MAIMUATRAI, and Storage Agent. Worst daily performance was Virus. I mean, these coins I've never even heard of. PNIC. Serenity, Stratus, Request, Prom, and Netmind have recently turned bullish. We got bullish sentiment going on, strong bullish sentiment, 80% right now. But look at this. The altcoin season marker. You notice we're on a downtrend. We made a lower high. Can you see it over here? You can't see it because it's behind my cometh soon. How can we do this? Let's go to the week. No, week doesn't help. You can see this. Let's see. Okay, this is... Well, how can I do this? Without taking... Can I take down the chart school thing? I don't know that I have a button for that. Okay, it's got... Okay, so you see this graph here? Currently, we're sitting about right here at the same area. You can't see it over here on the left side of the chart. But we're down here. We're trending down toward Bitcoin season is what it's doing. She might bounce, but she is trending down toward Bitcoin season. I'm just saying, and that has to do with... I like to watch this Bitcoin season through Bitcoin dominance. Qubit Network's doing pretty good. Proof of work sector is up 77% on their grade, so they're saying they like that. This is at Cerebro. I'm interested in that one. But these are some of the hotter tokens to be, just maybe put on your list and chart them and see if you see anything. I haven't added these to my list, but these are some that could be trending in their sectors. All right, let's get over to the charty charts, and I got a list. I don't know that I'll be able to get all of it, but we'll see what we can do. And I'll try just to go fast on this. XLM. Where we at? Let's try. I just need a good chart. Buy match should be a good one. All right, Stellar Lumens, what are you doing, darling? She's at 44, almost 45 cents now. Looks like she's got a... Some people would call this a flag. Now, honestly, flags, you don't really look at them to form big channels. I mean, if you zoom out big enough, I guess you can, like on the weekly, look, it's a flag. I don't know. I guess you can make those arguments. But really, what I'm seeing here is an AB equals CD. It's a bearish setup. Bearish in the sense that after it hits its goal, it should have it can have a reversal or a serious pullback. We got a 618 retracement. We take our measure. You can do this two different ways. You can do it by the fibs. And I do them both ways. Sometimes they don't square up. When they don't square up, when my measure move doesn't square up with the right fib, sometimes they don't play out right. This one does. The 414 Fibonacci, right there. That's our finish line right there. That's our goal. 85 cents. It has a really, really solid chance of hitting that target. Doesn't mean it goes straight up like this, but it could. It could take a while, but that's where for this particular ratio, that's our target. And then we should expect a more serious correction, probably coming back down to areas we've not even hit yet, about 56 cents after we get 85. Something along those lines. For Stellar, just thought you weren't going to get into the nitty gritty. I can't help it. I just have to. I'll give away all my secrets. Take a look at Bonk. Bonk, pretty much, I mean, you're going to see a lot of this right now. So we lost this bearish pattern here. Let's get all that old stuff off. These may still be, these are probably still accurate. We'll not take them off yet. I had a box, probably a good buy zone that she went below, so that kind of sucked. You suck, road dog. Well, that didn't work. We got a bottom pattern here. We're breaking a... Let me show you what price action's doing. You got a bottoming pattern here, no matter what you want to call it, an Adam and Eve, or you just got a double bottom. Double bottoms are double bottoms. They just take different shapes, all right? They still function as double bottoms. And once you get a breakout past that neckline, belt line, I call it a belt line, it's flagging above it, good chance that you cleared that, you'll be coming up with these higher targets. Measure move is, you know, not, well, depending on how you take it. That can give you the big thing is just clearing this bottom area. That's the big thing. You're on the first steps. You're getting ready to go up a staircase and you're on the first step. Do you want to sell out now or do you want to sell out at the top? Because it's going to be a stair step up there. And the Fibonacci is your stair step. It is your staircase. And the next step, look how it's, look, beautiful. You said you weren't going to do it. I can't help it. I have to talk. We could jump over this step, the 0.5. We might be able to jump over it, but it is still there. Each one of these is a staircase of taking profits from a swing high to a swing low. And I can't tell, I don't think there's a better system unless you just want to just, I mean, there's just, I have not found a better way to do this. We're stepping up. If you want to skip a step, you can skip a step. But that's how this works in a nutshell. Now, price would do all kinds of crazy things. It may not do that. It could do that. It could go straight up. It could just, but we should see levels. Just like we stair step down on a different fib, we'll stair step up until we make a higher high. And there are higher highs to be looked at, like this one right here, that I'm leaving right up there. I'm not changing it at all. Oh, can we stop drawing the red line and move? Yeah. That is 0.00072. So my prediction is this area right here for the big payoff target. So getting up to the 618's 40% gains, getting up to the 786, 60% gains, getting up to this target over here, 114% gains. That's the one that I like. So right over here on the left, you can probably see those targets better than what I could if I put my little flaggy things up there. Color code you. I'm actually going to share. This is Bonk, right? I keep forgetting to do this. This is one reason why we don't have a whole lot over there in the trade setups. I could do this more from the show, just putting the updates. It's easier for me to put price targets over there than for me to have to go through and break through a trade. The goal is to help you figure out how to enter a trade, so that you can look at a setup that doesn't have any details. You can look at a chart and say, oh, well, this would be a good entry because we got a breakout and we're above the 9 moving average. We're on the daily. If I want to try to snipe it in and get a better entry, I can go to a smaller time frame, 2 hour, 50 minute or whatever, and look there and see if we can get a better entry. This one said, hell no, we're breaking out right now. So even entering now would be a valid time to enter this trade. It just depends on you and your risk factor. But for my setups, I guess I put over there. It just makes more sense to me just have the take profit targets, because you never know where you're going to get in. And what relationship is going to be. Nobody's going to all say, "Oh, I nailed that entry with you." How that's got to be a rare occurrence. Seriously, that anybody would be paying attention to your little Telegram group and your trade setup at the very time that you post it with the, I mean, it's rare that somebody would take it in there. Would probably jump in late or maybe front run an idea. I mean, that's just how it works in groups, right? So I tried to, on the streams, kind of give ideas on what I see for entry ideas, and you got to tailor that to you. But I share what mine is. If I'm looking for a breakout trade, breaking out of the pattern, and once we get above a 9 moving average, that's a nice little confirmation that it's got a good chance to stick. Jump in. Otherwise, I'm trying to buy bottoms, man. I'm trying to buy bottom trend lines. My whole strategy, really, I'm focusing on this bottom trend line. I'm trying to get in here. I'm trying to get in here and build a position. That's what I do. I'm not really more of a breakout trader, but I will. If I'm coming in late to something, I'm usually a breakout trader. Or a front runner, if I'm being honest. Bonk looks interesting. Let's check out SEI. Mix it up just a little bit. Got XLM, we got Bonk. Check out Say. Nice little bottom range that we might be trying to get a, we're not out of it yet. Not out of it yet. We're trying though. That line didn't work for me, did it? Let me zoom out to the daily. I'm on the 2 hour, which is also a good time frame. Oh, we had a trade set up for you. Look at you, Say. Oh my gosh, we had 11% stop loss, which did not. Okay, that's cool. It's right under the wick here. I thought it looked like it was way down here, but it's not. Let me put you there for a stop loss. Stop loss is where? Technically at 37 cents. We're at 46. I've got several targets over here. If I can move this trade setup to the side there, you can see them better. So we're still running on that one. The next place that you want to look at maybe taking some profits would be somewhere on 55 cents. You got a 50 moving average hanging up there a little bit too. You might want to front run it a little bit. But that would be a good place just to get paid a little bit. You might be able to buy in cheaper on a retest. 67. Oh no, did you move it? Don't move it. My main areas I'm looking for 78 and 94 out of this one. We got a measure move at 83 for something. I think it was something down here. It could still happen, but it's not a main thing to go with. You're in a expanding, broadening pattern, and those are fun. And these targets might be pleasantly surprised with that. Might take it a minute. My setup is coming up to 78 cents there. Let me post that as a. Say. All right, so say looks good to me. That she's making some progress, higher highs, higher lows, or higher lows anyway. Hadn't got out of our zone here, but that's coming. It's coming. And once we get past this little neckline for this little Adam and Eve pattern over here, or this top of this range, that's probably a better way to describe it. Once we get past that, we can start seeing some good, healthier price action. Let's take a look at, what is this? BGB. BGB. I'm not familiar with this one. BitGet's got it. Okay, cool. And the question on this one was, oh, I can't read I got boomer writing. I think it's when stop. Okay. Hi, Road Dog. Where do you see BG and where do I see it stopping? That's the question. Honestly, if it's doing what it's trying to do, oh man, she's got some ground that she can go. It's actually. And what I said, I like to buy bottom of trend lines, right? And on these patterns like this is where I like to buy it, and close to that trend line. I don't even think we're going to touch this trend line. We might. Got a big, thick cloud here in the 4 hour, just dying to suck us up into it. This is what our pattern is. And this is a megaphone pattern. It's a bearish pattern. They normally do break to the downside. Normally do, but until they do, they can play some good serious upside. So we want to look to see if we can come back to this area about 830. That's on the table because it should be coming up to at least double top, and only double top if it can't make a higher high. It's either going to make a lower high somewhere, or it's going to make a higher high. We're most likely, I mean, we're well into this pattern, so we might see it fizzling out a little bit as far as reaching the very tops. But I would look for it to at least make this area, 737. These fib areas right here could be the lower low. But the sweet ones, yeah. Sweet spot I'm going with is right up here, about $10.50. It will be a fuzzy range. I can tell that by my fib pulls. There's a lot of confluence right in there, just a few cents higher and lower. So it'll be a fuzzy little area, but I think that's going to be the sweet spot. Price labels. So if I wanted a higher high, nailed it target, I would be going with that one. I would also look at this one. Because it will prove to be a good take profit spot where there'll be a price reaction. Between these two targets right here, I do think the $7.85 is the better one. I think she can actually get up there and get that one. I think she'll be strong enough to bump up there and get that one. So from down here, I think this is great. I would put this as a trade setup. You can get a tight stop loss underneath this trend line. That's about 5%, 5.5 to 1 risk reward ratio just to get up here to this target, and that would give you 28% gains. Getting up here would be 12 to 1 risk reward ratio, 65% gains. I'm going to go with this one at that 922. But I really think it can hit there. I just want to, have a target that would be profitable. People more likely to make sure it's a good, a completed trade. I'll share that idea too. I like that. And this project is what's the name of this project? I don't know. All right, BGB. So where does it stop? I think I think 1022 is a good target, but there's a few on the way that you might want to get paid. But usually you get some good results. The big thing is that it could make a lower high and then break down out of this pattern. So that's why we have this lower targets at 731 to 785. We want to see the reaction here, especially around the 785 area. If it starts rolling over, then it may be ready to give up this pattern and make a double top. If it gets past that, oh man, it's on. I'm looking for 1020 for real, Let's take a look at Swarm. Swarms on MEXC. This one's got an S on it. It's the same thing. There's swarm node with this. Okay, so yeah, this should be it. MEXC's got it more than likely. Woo, baby, she's up high. She's going parabolic. There's usually 5 steps in this little guy. How many did we count so far? Oh, there's a 1. Here's a 2. Here's a 3. Now, we look for 5 steps, but it's rare that you see them play out. This could be 4, and if it can go one more round, it would be a blow off top is what we look for. And it's just, you know, where you just have a wick. It wicks up, and then it comes down, and then this is over. And what you would expect to happen, that when this does lose its parabolic move, it's going to come down and look like something like this. And this is not fun. But what is fun is just paying yourself a little bit along the way. So can we get a man? Oh, dude. Oh, you getting there too? You there? Here's some ideas. I don't have enough history to really get a good. What are we on? Oh, come on, Elliot. You got to have a clue. Elliot says we're possibly on a 5th wave there. I cannot disagree with that. Have to zoom into the 1 hour time frame. You are at resistance here, so it's not a bad place to pay yourself. Elliot says we can come out for ABC retracement. He sees this, or Elliot Wave Theory sees this A, and then you come up for a B, and then a C. It's either going to take you back down to the bottom and we start all over again, or you break it. So exercising caution now. This is a great place to get paid. Elliot says it, I say it, everybody says it. You probably need to get paid. May not go up too much higher. All right, so that's for swarms. I think that's AI play too, AI agent play. If I remember right, I'm not totally. Could be totally wrong. Elliot, you're on my nerves. Get off my screen. Let's take a look at Popcat. Popcat. Where are you, Popcat? CoinEX has got Popcat. Oh, you're at 85 cents, Popcat. You were like at you were at $1.50 or something. Everybody loved Popcat. When everybody's talking about it and everybody's loving it and everybody's chasing it, that's usually when the narrative starts changing, isn't it? Popcat, bottom of a pattern here, so, and bouncing off of this area. Oh, look, we nailed it. Did we nail it? If I had my target there, we hit it. I'm claiming it. So that was our 17th, and it wicked to there. What day was that? It was Friday, December 20th. I think I would have already claimed this one, wouldn't I? Oh, hell. We can't have enough nailed it targets. You can't have enough braggadocious rights for this algorithm, so we're going to. And this is what fibs can do for you. I mean, they can. There's other levels you could have caught over here too, but just those little things. We put this over into the vanity wall because that's a vain thing. Fibs, baby, fibs. All right, so here on the daily, we're still under the 2 and moving average, so we got to fight through that. 9 crossing 21, that's good. Big old thick Ichimoku cloud is dying to suck us up into it. Let's party. She's ready to rock and roll, in my personal opinion. I mean, she's just now on the launch pad, starting up the engines and everything. I mean, she's not ready to blast off just yet, but we're getting ready. Road Dogg, it can't be as simple as looking at that 618. It can be. And the 786 and the 786. Where we are in the market right now, yeah, it can be, and even higher. That's crazy. That's the money makers. You want to shake your money maker? Be a money maker shaker. I'm going to fine tune you. Now we got some new information here. We're going to, oh snap! We're going to go with this 113 area right there. And 249 based on the Fibonacci. Tweak it. I got a little too antsy there. Some people, when they do these setups now, when they post their setups now, they might use Fibonacci, but what they put their targets, some people might front run it and they like make a habit of putting them under. I don't do that. I don't find the need to do that. I would rather know what the actual levels are, and then I can make that. Yeah, I can make them determine as somebody who uses chart if I want to go front run it. Does that make sense? I like those ideas. So mine, I'm not going to ever front run the fib, and a lot of times you will see. Not every time, but a lot of times you can see it makes a difference. Sometimes price really respects that fib level and just touch it. That's it. It's always a good idea to front run, especially if you want your order filled, and treat these as a zone and not to a price to a penny or anything. You can't do that. You'll be disappointed and very frustrated in this system if you try to do that, but treat it as a zone. So for instance here, this got a 113 target at 2.26 cents. I might put my target in at 2.248, something like that. Try to avoid any number that ends in a 5 or a 0. That's just good trading sense right there. That should be part of your strategy. All right, so Popcat, I like what I'm seeing there. We just got to give up our 236 area or accumulation zone to start getting up. $1.20 would be a good short-term target. The Ichimoku cloud likes the 0.5 area. The top of that cloud, you see that little level spot at the top of the Ichimoku cloud, especially if it's big and thick. Well, that might be that instead of resist, could be a resistance area. Upper confluence back there, so that would also make a nice little target. A lot of times you see them, go past those areas though. Sometimes. All right, let's take a look at FALX. I'm not familiar with this one. Falcon X, Mexi's got it. What are you doing, Falcon X? You down 0.0036 on the daily. What kind of good signs you got for me? You got a 9 crossing to 21. Prices above both of those, getting rejected at the 50. So we're trying to turn around here. We're trying to find bottom, trying to make this a bottom. Meaning that it can probably get a pump, especially if you got a big V shape over here coming down this area. It could, I mean, honestly, the pattern shape that we would be looking for is a big ass possible Adam and Eve. Is what it looks like it's doing, and this E part can take a minute, right? And then we got to see if it confirms, and then we got to see if it can break out and flag out above it or something like that. So in my mind, Falix is at a good juicy bottom territory. I would look at the big picture. I would zoom out on this one. I would let this be a long, a midterm hold or a big swing or position trade, a longer term play, because you're in the bottoms, baby. 0.0088, it's a good target, sweet spot right here. Looking to the left tells me that both of these are really good places. I like this 0.0012. So if you're patient and you can wait for it to hit the 618 Fibonacci area, that's 221% gains for it. Take a little profit here at the support resistance flip at 0.0008. And that could be what happened. That'd be 138% gains, not bad at all. You also got this idea of channel that can be broken out. So the top of that channel is also a nice little take profit area, short term especially. Top of the Ichimoku cloud is there, and the top of the daily 200. So for short term, it may not get past 0.0054 before coming down and reaccumulating and stuff. But the bigger picture thing, I like that. Let's take a look at Jupiter. I don't think we've done Jupiter yet. Jupiter's at 95 cents from the come down to 143.
Raise your fist in the air.
Falling wedge, breakout, retest
In the air. Raise your
of the breakout area and even low. So this is completely normal to expect with a falling wedge and a falling channel pattern. For it to come up and then come right back down to that area it broke out from. Completely normal. It's actually healthy. It also sets us up for another different pattern. A nice rounding shape here. And now we've got an open and broadening pattern, which now the fun's going to start. $166, 187 are the, and 160. All these targets are on the table up here. We just got to get up. 133, great one. I like what I'm seeing here. It's getting ready to make a nice bigger move. If I were looking at resistance areas, let's see, I would probably lean a little bit more toward this one. Shorter term target. And I would, you gotta respect the 618, man. 117. So for Jupiter, got these ideas. That's not it. Wait a minute. Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. Trade setups. I'm in the wrong area. That's not it either. What'd I do? All right, let's go copy you again. Copy the link. Edit. Replace it. Post it. Cool. All right, let's take a look at sushi. It's $179 right now after dropping from $279. It's $1 cheaper on sale. $1 off today. Nice accumulation zones. All this stuff is just really nitpicky when you're looking at the bigger time frame. When you're looking at the bigger picture, we got some bigger areas to deal with. Oh, we found you now. We found you. We found you. Sweet. Oh, beautiful, man. I like this. This pull is laying it out. Sushi, I like what I'm seeing here, man. $279. $455. I know it sounds crazy now. I'm on the daily time frame. This is longer term targets, but this is accumulation. So here's something that I think a lot of people, I mean, if you're trading, that's one thing. You're getting in and out at certain price levels or whatever. But if you're trying to look for something that's going to actually make you money in this market, you're trying to find this 5, 10, maybe 20 X's or whatever. buying at the bottoms and waiting. You got 12 months for us to hit these targets, and I don't know how crazy it's going to get. Some of these coins may only come up here to these areas in the next 12 months. We may get bullish as all get out, and they may come up and do higher highs from overall, and you know, you might see a situation where you could see $29 out of this. It's on the table. We got to figure out how bullish altcoins are going to get. We can't really tell that right now through this market, but that's on the table. Either they're going to do a little lackluster and we may only get some smaller targets, which is still from the bottoms awesome. If we only made it up to $12 or $13, you know, you made a good 7 or 8x. If we can get up to $20, you've made 15,000%, like a 16x. And that's the numbers that we're looking for life-changing money, right? So the life-changing money comes from buying low on spot. We're talking about spot or maybe low margin. I mean, 2 to 3x on most of those altcoins, especially at least when getting started and building positions, right? But that's where you can make life-changing money. Trading in and out and rolling over and all of that, it's a good skill and everything, and another strategy to use outside of your big bags that you're holding. You want the big long bag strategy, your investment, your long-term holds and all of that. That's the big life-changing money. You can do the smaller plays on the trades, the swing trades and all that, and you can make life-changing money there too, but it's not going to be the money that you would find from holding this for a good 6, 7, 8 months. It's just not. So make sure we understand those ideas. We want to play several games. We want a long game, we want a mid game, we want a short game. You know, we want to mix it up, but just know that we've got these categories and keep our mindset set on those. And the longer term plays for the next 10 to 12 months are the ones we want for the Lambo drives, the new mansion ideas and all that. That's where that comes from. It don't come from scalp trading. So Sushi, I think, looks good, and she's bouncing right now. Let's go to the 4 hour just to kind of tune in on the smaller time frame. Like a lot of the altcoins, 4 hours a good 4 hour time frame is great for doing your swing trading right now, because most of these altcoins are breaking above 200 moving averages. A lot of them are. Great sign there. Look, we got this trend line over here from way back that we deviated from. We didn't go back and touch it. We bottomed out before it. We can fib that one out. 618er. Yeah, I'm just going to go use my cheat codes. I'm not even going to color code because I'm being lazy. I'll regret that when I come back to this chart. So, oh man, you're being lazy, road dog. You didn't even color code it. Sushi, baby, sushi. I believe that would be considered a breakout by some. Had to bring it down here. Sushi swap. Sushi. Targets. I can help you find targets. Happy Cat. Let's take a look at Happy Cat. Let's see. Let me do 1 inch. Let me do 1 inch before we do that, since I gotta switch places here. 1 inch is always hard to pull up. You gotta go over here and then there we go. 1 inch Binance would be the BitMart. There we are. Binance would be the best one. All right, so let me zoom out to the daily. accumulation zone we're out of. Retesting the 382. We had a wick down to this area. We knocked that out, bounced up, and now, oh, no, that's looking good. I'm sticking with what we got here. 51 cents. We can move this down and put 59. Well, this song's kind of, it's not very positive, is it? You got a potty mouth, mister. So there's the 1 inch targets. Was that right?
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
Okay.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
All right, let's go to Happy Cat. It looks good. We're bouncing off of here. It's going to. It's got some stuff to work through, but it's on the right trajectory now. For 1 inch. Happy Cat. Let's see if we can find that over here. Happy Cat. Select Solana. And B&B. I don't know if we got the right one for Happy Cat. I'm leaning towards Solana. It's been around for 2 months. The one on B&B was just 6 days ago. Hour. Ooh, we leveled out. I don't know that I got the right one. This one ain't ready yet. But if you want to accumulate it, I mean, either rogue pulled and it died out, or it's at a bottom and it's got a chance to go up. It would be more of a lottery ticket. You're basically looking for a double bottom scenario, and it's got to try to get up and do a higher high over here at 2 cents. You're sitting at 1 cent now. That'd be a double up or even bigger. I mean, that's the best thing you can look for is for it to turn around. I would throw a 9 moving average on it on a 4-hour time frame, and which I have here, and we're below it. I wouldn't mess with it until we got above a 9 moving average and started holding it. It's kind of risky down here, but I mean, it's on you. She's respecting a trend line, so I respect that. Bounce off of here, start showing some green candles off of this. That would be, I would consider maybe building a bag there if you believe in it, but I'm not seeing much that's getting ready to tell me that it's getting ready to do anything right now. I think we did swarm. Let's go take a look at Litecoin. Litecoin spot right here on Bybit's what I've got. I'm still looking for 124 and 132 to come in. We're breaking out of this steep channel. At the extremes, they're looking good. And she'll probably stumble around through here a little bit before she starts taking off, but eventually we're going to be looking at 168, 177. Let's share this idea. So if you do come over to the chart room and trade setups, so for most of the coins I went over today, I'm posting the chart over here. At least price targets, right? Okay, ETAF. I do not know what that is. I may have written it down wrong. Let me check over here. It is 5 o'clock? Oh my gosh. I do not get ETF. That may be on me. BGB, we went over that. Went over Swarm. All right. So I've got all the ones that I wrote down from my list from the last time I went. We've been going for an hour and 30 minutes, so I apologize. I will not be able to get to Wait a minute. What do you think about Happy Chart? It's called Happy Cat. I looked at that, right? Happy Cat. We went Happy Cat. Make sure I tried that. Contract address may be what we need. I didn't look at this one. Let me look at this one. I looked at the one on... Oh, they both got the same price. They probably are. That was your best one. Yeah. That's all I'm seeing right now. This could break down here. It doesn't mean it's going to, but is in danger of it. So we won't see that happen. Come back down to 0.008. That would be 20% loss. But if it starts flipping up here, it might have a chance. But you might. I mean, I don't know anything about it, but you might be able to find faster horses. Unless it's just, you got your reason for being in it. Not for me to judge that. All right, guys, let's take one last look over here. Bitcoin hanging out at 101,000. Did you go back up? Have you been going up since you've been going sideways since we've been talking and down? Shame on you, Bitcoin. You're not getting past my targets. Oh, by the way, that was where we nailed it. Target right there. The beauty of the fibs. I think that's actually more of a trend line. I guess we need to zoom out. What were you? No, it's a Fibonacci. That's a 127 Fibonacci right there, color coded red. Nailed it! Woo! And what that means is that we expect to pull back. Expect to pull back. So for Bitcoin, I guess now, at this point in the game, we want to see if we can get a reaction at the 382. It could be dangerous to front run and just assume we're going to bounce there. But that's the first place I'm going to start looking for bounces as a 382 Fibonacci. If that doesn't hold, I'll be looking at the 618. Well, actually the 0.5s are starting to come in because we could just step down there and start bouncing. It's starting to get interesting. But we also at the 618 is right down here at this retest area. So, and the 21 moving average. So we might be coming back down to retest 100,000, maybe 101. I guess I will post that too. Let's go over here. Possible retest to 100 or 101. Okay. With my messy chart, but that's just what we have to do right now, I guess. All right, so she did a flag to the upside, only she ain't flagging. So if you look, if you're a 1 minute charter, you don't even look like a flag to me, but my warning is that if you're following people that are doing this, and this is one of the things that you'll see them do before even price comes out, they're already setting up their bias with some ideas like this. I can understand the reasoning behind doing this. Maybe this would be a way to help beginners get an idea, because either sideways, up or down, and maybe we draw something like that. But it also gives you a bias to where I'm automatically looking for flags to the upside whenever I haven't even got one out. And and then as that narrative goes, then we try to flag and making other shapes, and then you start seeing tip pinching, and we're in this, and it's a symmetrical triangle, and all this, and all the way every time, just as price keeps going on, we got some crazy move. And a lot of times, as you watch these guys careful, they'll draw some crazy, not the flagpole, they might draw something other crazy, put it at a breakout, and then they will take this and then they're moving it to something else. And I'm like, what is the purpose of that measure move? Normally, sometimes you catch them taking it to a bookmap target. I've seen that happen a lot. But, I see a lot of measure moves that are, I mean, where did that come from? That wasn't from this. What the hell? What the hell? And then it's just, well, now we got a flag. Oh, is our flags here? And these people, the measure moves are supposed to be taken to a breakout, or if you're actually doing a flag, to your Fibonacci, your bottom of the channel, technically. But you got those ideas. If we come back, I am looking for 1049. Notice I'm taking this one. I'm front running. I do not know. We have no confirmation, but I'm front running the idea that if we come back to just 382, I will put that measure move here. It qualifies for an AB equals CD pattern. It's quite common. I play them. Probably one of my main staple plays that I do here that we nail it. Worth looking into. Doesn't, you know, I think it's a good overall trade strategy. It seems we respect the way price moves, especially in the bull market. It's working so far. Don't change it. But you know, you can't automatically assume everything's gonna be a flag. It can also be a double top. We can be coming down. So that's where I see a lot of people. You know, a lot of people get caught up in some of the. You know, why are you on the 1 minute? Unless you're a day trader. And I'm telling you, if I were a day trader, I'd be making my, if I had the 1 minute, I'd be making my plans here. Look at this. I mean, that if you're looking here at the 1 minute or the 24 minute, you got a little bit better of an idea. Oh, that's okay. Maybe a flag idea, but it failed. And so now we're on upside. Where is upside if you're doing that? It's not going to happen. We're at resistance. It's not a flag to the upside just yet. I mean, it might be if she wants to continue on. But you're out. Maybe you can get something there, but yeah, too early to call on that. Maybe you got to give these things some time. Fibonacci's will tell you a lot more. Trend lines will tell you a lot more. And then if you zoomed out, that should have told you drawing a trend line from back here. But you're at resistance. Why are you going to play a flag to the upside at resistance? Because they don't usually work out. These are some things I like to try to just bring to the forefront that I don't think that are, you know, kind of addressed or looked at from some of your more popular YouTubers. I mean, that's fine. They can be popular. I'm not mad at that or anything, but you know, if you want to make money, you need some solid things to go with. And always resistance is never the best place to start thinking about buying. It's just not. It's not the best place to think about getting an entry. And that's just that's a rule of the game that they seem to overlook on the minute time frame, because you can't see what's going on. I'm only on a 24-minute time frame. You get caught up on the small time frames, you will get lost in the noise. And I know there's a couple of people out there saying, no, it's not noisy. I'm telling you right now, I don't care what anybody out there is saying. The 1 minute's going to tell you the future, or, you know, give you, I know nothing, you know. But then when it goes wrong, says, I don't know where price is going to go. Well, apparently, I mean, and nobody should claim to know. We don't ever know. But if you're going to say that you're going to play probabilities, show me that you're playing some probabilities and not just guessing. And not just getting caught up on the 1 minute time frame. Show me that you can see some bigger trends here, that you know what's going on in the market. I'm just saying. I'm just voicing. Sometimes this stuff comes out. Guys, thanks for hanging out. I'll be back again tomorrow night. We got 9 people. Oh my God, we lost everybody. When did we lose everybody? A few minutes ago. Be back tonight, 10 o'clock, 10:30ish. Hopefully we'll see you guys here. Get out there and make that money. Go change your life. Have a good day, everybody. Good night. Good day.
So
Added a syllable.
Fellas, that's a high value lady right there.
I'm done with this trash.
That's the Marion type right there.
Show me your mental state before we get physical.
That's a keeper right there. You go, Glittery Marshmallow. Respect. Total respect.
It's about time that you shine. Take off that